It was good, y'all. Kether here, and today's just a terrible day, man. On this day of September 10th, 2025, America has gone through one, if not the most traumatic recent event to have ever occurred in this decade so far. Something that literally shook America to the core, and the Republicans were the ones that felt it the most. So, today we're going to be talking about Charlie Kirk and his tragic passing that served as a result of an assassination that just happened today. For those of you who don't know, Charlie Kirk was a right-wing activist and commentator, while also being a close ally to Donald Trump. He tragically passed away at the age of 31 and would have turned 32 next month on October 14th. So with that being said, let's get right into the details of the incident in question that resulted in his passing. Now, the circumstances of how he died are extremely disturbing when you think about it. There's even a clip going viral on social media showing exactly how the incident went. For obvious reasons, I can't show you the clip itself, so if you want to look at it yourself, just go on Twitter and search his name. But I'm telling you in advance, it's pretty graphic, so it's not for the faint of heart. Like, trust me, I've seen the clip, I've seen the close-up version of the clip itself, and wow, it was just traumatic to see. Like, I cannot imagine how the people must have felt when they were there in person. The best thing I could do is just describe the clip itself, and that's about it. So this dude was basically just having an event at Utah Valley University, talking to the attendees under a tent with a microphone without a single worry whatsoever. It was just another day for him, not aware whatsoever that he was living his very final seconds. Then all of a sudden, from 100 yards to 200 yards away from where he was, a loud bang was heard, and just like that, everything went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick. Blood was gushing out of his neck, and as soon as he fell out of the chair, everybody just started making a run for it in such a panic. And it was just awful to see, let alone go through. Now, I do want to point out two things that made this incident a whole lot worse. First off, the shot was placed in such a vital way that it made him bleed so much, to the point where even if paramedics were on the perimeter, even if he was to get medical attention literally the second after the shot was fired, he was already done for. The blood loss was too much for literally anything to be done. The only thing the people there were able to do was just see Charlie fall out of his chair while dying an incredibly horrible death. Second off, which I believe to be the worst part of all of this dude had a family. He had a wife and two kids who were not even old enough to be aware of what was going on around them. In a single instant, a family was forever torn by the loss of their father and husband, all because some lunatic hated his guts for having ideologies that the loser didn't agree with. Is it just me, or is there a pattern where whenever something like this happens, or even just gets close to happening, Democrats always get blamed just so quickly for this kind of violence on social media to begin with? Oh, it's always those goddamn Democrats. Oh, the Democrats are back at it again. And they try to make a point about how Democrats are the root cause of every problem in America. Last year, Donald Trump had to go through 2 or even maybe 3 assassination attempts. People were very quick to make fun of not just the guy that did it the first attempt, but also Democrats as well. Now look, I don't care if you agree or disagree with his ideologies and political view, or whether you like him or not. At the end of the day, this dude had a family to tend to and take care of as a father and husband. People always fail to realize how heavy their actions are when it comes to sick shit like this. You don't just take the life of someone away, you completely tear a family and their friend circle apart as well. So many people are going through difficult times of trauma, grieving, and fear because a gun was given to the wrong person that had anything but good intentions. The moment someone who's not mentally sane enough to be allowed to have a gun gets a gun regardless, you can never expect anything good out of this. If they decided that it's your time to go, they're gonna wait for the perfect moment to act on that, and most of the time, you'll never know until it's too late, and you're just laying on the cold, hard ground, leaving behind all of your family and friends and pretty much everything behind. Now, shortly after the incident, Donald Trump did pay his respects for Charlie on his platform Truth Social. The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had at the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me. And now, he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife Erica and family. Charlie, we love you. So this gives you an idea about how beloved Charlie Kirk was by the Republicans and even maybe the United States in general. He played a huge part in Trump's victory during the 2024 presidential elections and was regarded by many as someone who was never afraid to let the truth be told and represent freedom of speech. And America, as a country, is grieving the loss of Charlie Kirk. The FBI, along with many other agencies, are working very hard on an investigation in order to find out the murderer in this incident, and unfortunately, the murderer in question, as of me recording this video, is still on the loose. We don't know where they are, we don't know who it is, and they most likely still represent a danger, but one thing's for sure, everybody's on their ass. And that was to be expected, because obviously you can't just assassinate someone who's an important figure in politics and expect everyone to turn a blind eye on you. We should receive an update on the identity of the killer soon enough, hopefully, because if they were willing to kill someone who was really popular in politics, who's to say they're not going to take any other lives? Now, as for closing thoughts, I do send my thoughts and prayers to Charlie's wife and children, and to everyone that was unfortunate enough to have witnessed the incident in person. I hope everybody can find the peace of mind and still be able to live their best lives despite this tragedy. America should never forget what happened on this day, and hopefully justice does get served as soon as possible, because quite frankly, this incident as a whole, no matter from which way you look at it, is just incredibly messed up, and the people who are celebrating his death on social media are just as messed up too. Because like I said, it doesn't matter what your political stance is, this dude was still a human being with a loving wife and kids. And to commit the unforgiving act of tearing a family apart in any way whatsoever, I do hope that the culprit gets life in prison, or even maybe the death penalty. Now, I know that this is weird and harsh for me to say this, but I absolutely believe in the saying, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. If this person was willing to kill someone who was a loving father and husband, then they should be ready to receive equal treatment, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me today. If you guys liked what you saw, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as any form of support means a lot to me. Make sure to become a channel member and get exclusive perks in return. Make sure to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my future content. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. May you rest in the arms of God peacefully. I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a good one. I'm out of here. Peace.